Hi guys, it's me Jam and welcome to another video. I'm going to teach you basic Photoshop to use for doing layouts. You could use this tips for making invitations, greeting cards, posters, flyers, anything that requires you to lay out graphics. So who is this tutorial for? Um, for example, you're a DIY mommy who wants to make invitations for or poster for your kid's birthday party. For example, you don't have budget for a layout artist. You could do this yourself. Or you could be a student who needs Photoshop to do projects at school, but you're not really familiar with Photoshop, but you want to try to use it. Okay, so let's begin this tutorial. So here we are in our Photoshop screen, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to prepare our document or our workspace. So let's go to File, New, and in this box, the first thing you will see is here are some presets like this. US paper is your common 8 by 11 paper, and here below is if you want to set any custom dimensions. Let's say you're working on an 8 by 10 or 5 by 7 or 4 by 6, and here are your units of measurement. The most commonly used, of course, is pixels, inches, and centimeters. And this one, resolution, is very important depending on what kind of document you're going to be working on. If you're going to work on uh, something as small as an 8 by 11 paper size or a 4 by 6, then resolution of 300 is okay. But if you're going to work on something as big as a poster, then it's ideal that your resolution should be either 70 or 72, so you're not going to have any problems while working on your project. Okay, so since I commonly work with albums or wedding albums most of the time, I'm going to set this at 8 by 10. So let's set 8 by 10, and let's hit OK. Okay, so here we are. This is our workspace, and I'm going to show you why the resolution that we set, which is 300 pixels per inch, is important. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is how to crop your picture, or how to resize your picture depending on how you're going to use it on your workspace. Um, so you can click here, or you can press C on the keyboard. Um, so as you can see, this is our frame, And here on top is where we are going to set the dimensions of our crop. So let's say that we are going to crop this into a 4 by 5. Okay, so you can set, for example, 4 in, in as in inches, and here on our height, um, 5 in. Okay, so to set what kind of unit of measurement that you're going to use, I use inches, so I entered in. If you're going to use pixels, you enter px, and centimeters, cm. Okay, so now that we have set our dimensions, we can now crop this picture. And of course, in this box, we are going to set our resolution. So the resolution has to be the same as in your workspace. So we set this to 300. Um, so when you drag this over to your workspace, it's going to be the exact size. Okay, so let's crop this picture. Let's hit enter 3 times. Okay, so the picture is now cropped. Okay, before I proceed, if you want to use my keyboard shortcuts like the zoom in and zoom out, the default zoom in zoom out when you install Photoshop is Control plus or minus, but that's kind of a finger stretch, so I changed it to F1 and F2. F1 is zoom out and F2 is zoom in. So if you want to change your keyboard shortcuts, or some of your keyboard shortcuts, you go to edit, and then go to keyboard shortcuts, and then let's find, yeah, for example, view, and zoom in, zoom out. As you can see here, I've already changed it. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna transfer this over to our workspace. So hit V on the keyboard and select this whole picture. Press Control A, and then you can either drag this to your document or you can copy paste it. Let's use copy paste. Hit Control C and go to your document and hit Control V. So there's our picture. Okay, let's make another example. For example, on this picture, we're going to make this into a 4 by 2.5. Okay, so hit C again for cropping. So there we have our dimensions set. And let's crop this picture. Okay, again, hit Control A. And let's copy paste this over to our document. Okay, okay, here's our picture.